okay.
Dun, 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 dun,
Hello.
dun.
You may not even recognize us because both of us, without knowing that either of us did it, got manic haircuts.
We did.
Yep. I did mine. I did mine a few nights ago, and as I was just like, F this. And my hair's always short, so people probably don't even notice, but it was like this long.
Dude, I saw it in a video the other day, and I was like, that's cute.
Yeah. And then I got Caleb to cut the back.
How do you
And he did a pretty good job. I have no connection to my hair at all. If he accidentally cut it into a pixie, I wouldn't have even cared.
Are you serious? Adam trimmed my hair once, and I cried like a bitch.
A lot of people, I feel like a lot of women have, like, they're very protective of their hair, which, like, makes sense, but I'm a hairdresser, so I don't give a I'm just like, whatever.
Well, for me,
Fry it off.
I'm a big back, so I use mine to cover up my thunder neck and my rolls.
Your hair is beautiful, though. I couldn't picture you with short hair.
Don't. I have pictures if you want to see it. It's not great.
Yeah.
No, I used to dye my hair. I'd bleach it every single month and dye it a different funky color. Like, I was blonde, red, black, brown. So it never grew past my shoulders. And then 2019, cut it off to my ears, wore wigs for 2 years. Remember that?
Yes.
Dyed it black. And then, I went to a doctor's appointment with Remy, everyone. He has a heart murmur, so please, can you guys relax my heart in the comments? Okay, he's only 13 weeks old. But the next day, I went and I cut 4 inches off my hair, which I know doesn't seem like a lot to you guys, but look at that compared to...
No, it's a lot. It's a lot for Selena.
It's a lot. And then I got a tattoo.
Let's see your tattoo.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see it. Oh. And it's just a tattoo you'll never regret.
My favorite.
Because that is your son's name.
I think it looks like it was obviously not the right color right now. It'll fade out. But doesn't it look like it was just supposed to be there?
Absolutely.
And I got
I love it.
Molly right there. My two loves.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, but he'll be okay. He'll be okay. And at least you know.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, don't freak out. 90% of the time they grow out of it. It's probably just this little thing. But, like, he's a chunk. And you know what's funny? They looked at him and they're like, he looks like a 6-month-old baby. Like, he doesn't look like...
He does, dude. Yeah, there's like some moms that are like, oh, my baby's so big. I'm like, yeah, okay. But yours is... He looks like he'll be a toddler in like a couple months.
Yeah,
like,
and
he's fucking huge.
For weight, he was in the 90th percentile, but for height, he was off the charts. He was beyond 100. So they're like, we can't even give you a percentile. He's giant.
Yeah, and it's cool because when he's 2 years old, you can measure him and know how tall, well, approximately how tall he's going to be. I didn't know that.
No.
I think that's so cool. Like, yeah, when he's 2 years old, you just double the height.
So wait, these people who are like 7 feet tall, were they like at 2, like 4?
Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. There's no way. It just has to be like a estimate. Because how tall is Adam?
6 foot. 6 foot, almost 6'1".
Yeah, no, it's crazy. He's growing very, very quickly.
Yeah, how's Rupert, by the way? Let's talk about another little boy. Rupee!
He's here.
Rupee!
He's here. He's got a scar up his belly.
Oh, you look like Frankenstein.
He's doing better. He's doing better. He almost had to have a second surgery because he ate stuff. Again, even though I've been watching him like a hawk.
Those dogs, when they want to destroy themselves, they find a way.
Yep. Yeah. But he is doing better. He had to go to the vet again because he ate something, and it ended up being his pee pad. So now he's not allowed to have pee pads anymore. So he'll just have to learn how to not pee on himself. But he didn't last night, so.
That's good. Have you tried the belly bands?
I don't want him to get used to...
Dude, it's better than piss everywhere.
If it becomes an issue. He doesn't piss everywhere, though.
Oh.
He doesn't have accidents. He only, like, once in a while, he'll pee in his kennel if we don't get him out of the kennel, like, in the morning kind of thing.
I have the opposite life. Eddie will mark everything.
Yeah, we don't have marking dogs, like, luckily, because we took his ball pretty quick, because I was like, I ain't having a marking dog, bud.
Well, you know what's weird? Like, we did that, but he was doing it so much before he got neutered. We did everything to train him. We even like talked to a trainer, had someone come in. Everyone tried. The will of Eddie to piss on everything is too strong.
Some dogs are just like that. Yeah. Some dogs are just like that. Yeah. And it just is what it is. Mm-hmm. And the belly band is what you need. Yeah, no, we have other friends down here that they had the same problem. They like got him fixed. Still pees everywhere. They do the belly band thing too. So I don't know. I don't want him to pee on himself at night, but...
I'm not a boy dog person. I'm done with boy dogs in my life.
I am too, I think. Mm-hmm. You know, unless this freak, like, rescue thing came up and it happened to be a boy or something. I don't know. But, yeah, girl dogs are... They're pretty great.
Yeah.
They're pretty great.
Boys love extra hard, but their penises, I'm not into it.
it's tough.
Their will.
Yeah. And peeing and just aggression and just all the things. But I mean, I love my boy. I mean, Kevin is my son. He's my firstborn.
I was watching the other day. It came up on my scroll and it was you. Well, it was him when he was a puppy and him now.
Yeah.
And I cried.
Me too. Making that, I was like, he's my baby. And Rupert's my baby too. But I think they might be my last boys.
You go
and then we have Bigley, our male cat, as well.
Oh, that ended up being a boy. Okay.
Yeah, he's a boy.
I love the
he's
videos.
He's a boy too.
Tootie.
Yeah.
Tootie.
Yeah. So many animals.
Oh, somebody wanted to say hi.
I was like, is that one of the dogs? No.
No, it's Esty. She just wanted to say
hi. It's just
Esty.
The movie star.
Hello, Kristen. I miss you.
That felt like a...
What did it feel like?
Please. It felt like a fever dream making a movie with you, Esty.
Oh, I like it. I have many fans now. They say hi, Esty. Oh, you come to my Thanksgiving? It's over now. I didn't go.
Next year I come to your house.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was pretty good. Pretty good. Ate lots and lots and lots of food.
Oh, I'm watching my figure.
Figure.
Look, my knees.
Damn, I'm trying to be skinny like you, bitch.
I don't know what that was.
I like that a lot. Do you do that voice for her a lot?
I don't know where that came from, but it feels...
I like it a lot.
Feels like her.
You should make a skit with that because the voice is everything. That was good. That came way too naturally. You need to do that.
Yeah. You know what I realized the other day, though? Like, she's a potato sack. I can't believe nobody's called me out for, like, racism or because she could be black doll, and then it's like a black doll face thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I just think she's a potato sack.
Because those dolls are, like, usually they're very obviously racist where they do, like, I don't know. There's some really bad.
My mom, unfortunately, and I'll be open about this because it's come up before. My mom was a collector. Yeah. You've seen my mom's house. She collected, they're called mammies, which is, not right, but she collected them and I had to have a conversation with her where I'm like, oh, Mom,
let's get rid of these.
Let's get rid of these.
Yeah. There's a lot of.
She's like, but they're so cute. And I'm like, I love your innocence.
Yeah. Your ignorance in this case is bliss, but let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of them dolls. Yeah. What else has been new with you?
I had a camera go up my butt.
Oh shit! Yeah. How'd that go? How was that? Did you go under?
I have something really fun to tell you.
Okay.
So my appointment was on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So I can't eat all of Friday, and I have to take the liquid. So I back up taking my liquid 2 hours earlier because I had childcare, and I was like, I need the worst of the storm to happen while I have the nanny here. So I back it up 2 hours. I take the juice. I am not done the cup, and it starts. I run to the bathroom. I am fully exploding while drinking
it. So it just evacuates you.
Bro.
Evacuates.
Holy shit. Didn't hurt like I thought it would. It was...
Oh, that's good.
Guys, it was extraordinarily terrible. But also, I was kind of into it. Anyways.
Yeah.
I'm losing my brains. I'm at the kitchen counter. I'm like, oh, Adam, this is so intense. I don't know. My phone starts ringing. It's the surgical place. I pick it up. I go, hello. They're like, oh, hi, Selena. And they had already called earlier that day, so I didn't think this was a big deal. They're like, hey, did you take your tablets? And I'm like, and I joked around. I'm like, yep. And I set up my station in my bathroom. And she's like, okay. Like, didn't care. So freaking 2 hours later, I get a call. I answer. And they're like, hey, so we weren't able to get a nurse for tomorrow. So unfortunately, we have to cancel your appointment. I'm like, I said, no, you can't. Like, and I started crying. I'm like, I'll pay a nurse. Like, I'll figure it out. They're like, no, they need to be trained, all this. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I took the prep. And they're like, you're not supposed to take your prep till 4. And I was like, too f***ing bad. I took the prep. So I absolutely bawled my eyes out, then ordered a festive special from Swiss Chalet because I could eat now.
Yeah.
Ate it violently, and then the next day had to do it again. But 2 bottles. So I did 3 bottles of prep.
Oh, is that bad for you?
It's not great for you.
No,
I can
for
tell
sure
you
not.
that.
Just evacuating.
Because the day of the appointment, you have to wake up at 4 a.m. and drink another
Yeah.
bottle, even though you're
Oh.
already empty. So you just poop it straight out. Anyway, sorry, this is TMI, guys, but I know you
No,
love
it's
it.
okay.
So then we get to the appointment. I'm petrified. I'm scared. I'm nervous. There's lots of people there. They're going in and out, in and out, in and out. They call me in. They're the nicest people. I'm like having the best time with them. They're so fun. I end up going into the OR. I hate getting put out. All I can feel is
Yeah.
like pins and needles on my face. And he's like, deep breath, deep breath. I didn't realize there was like gas going in my nose, but I'm like breathing through my mouth instead. And I'm like not knocking out. Anyways, as soon as they wake me up, I just start yelling. I'm like, were there polyps in my ass? And he's like, no. And I was like, is my hiatus hernia bad? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay. So they took 3 biopsies. I had to wait a couple weeks to hear back about that. But there was
Right.
nothing big and scary. But I get wheeled over to the other side. I'm feeling a little funny. You have to fart it out. I like hurt from the gas they put in there. And they're like, okay, you have to fart it out. So I'm laying there and I am farting. But I am not farting. I am farting. But I think I'm sharting. But I'm also really high. So I start yelling. The nurse's name was Rosalind or something. But I started
Okay.
going, Rosalinda, I'm shitting. Rosalinda, I'm sharting. I'm sharting, Rosalinda. And she comes in, she whips it out. She goes, no, you're fine. So then she's like, okay, get up and go to the bathroom. I feel like I'm on like Saturn.
I wish I was there.
I just come out and there's just a man sitting in the chair waiting to get picked up, like a young, cute guy. And I look at him and I go, didn't shart. And he just gives me a thumbs up. And I just waddle off to the bathroom and I'm pretty sure I didn't have clothes on. Like, I think the gown was open.
Just open.
Yeah. And then she's like, here's a bar of soap. Clean yourself up. So I'm just in there. I'm like, and then after I was just determined to get Arby's. And then I shit myself on the way home. In the car. In my cheeks. And it didn't go far. It was in the cheeks.
Oh no.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't at the hospital.
Yeah. He prescribed me a medication and it's okay, but now everything moves so slow through my system and I just feel sick in other ways. So fun.
Oh.
But we're waiting.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out.
At least they didn't find anything scary
No.
right now.
Apparently by my age, most people have some polyps and I didn't have any.
What are polyps?
They're like little skin tags in your butt.
Little nodules?
And they scoop them out when they're in there. But if you leave them,
Ah.
they turn into cancer, or they can turn into cancer.
Oh, yeah, because there's like a large rise in, colon cancer. There's a large rise in that in young people.
They had a sign in there that said 1 in 6 people will have some kind of butt cancer or something.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Why?
I'm about to get me a colonoscopy.
You know what? I suggest it. The clean out's fun.
Yeah.
It's quick. You get a nap.
Yeah.
I couldn't, you know what the best part was? I couldn't tell they were up my butt or down my throat. Couldn't feel it. Like there wasn't any like residual.
Yeah, I don't like that because I don't like needles for that reason because I don't like them going in, but I don't like them staying in because I hate things being
Inside
in my body.
Yeah, dude, I didn't tuck anything in my cheeks. The guy said it would have been funny, but it depends on the doctor. He might not like it.
That's true.
I just kept apologizing to everybody. I'm like, I'm sorry you have to look at my butthole. Like to everyone.
Right? They look at them every day, and yours is probably really nice to look at.
No. I like to say that, like, you know how your asshole is a puckered thing? One of my puckers is unpuckled. It's not a hemorrhoid. It's just like
I was gonna say, is it a hemorrhoid?
No, it's not. I had it checked. It's just like I call it my tail. Just a little.
I don't look at mine. I couldn't tell you.
Have you ever squatted over a mirror?
Yeah, I have in my life, but like I'd say it's been years. Anything could be going on.
I really don't
down
like
there.
doing that.
No,
I do it once a year to make sure everything looks.
I don't even
Same.
like checking my
Boobs?
my breasts for like lumps and stuff. I had a dream last night that I had breast cancer.
Maybe feel
But
them
it
up.
does not run in my family at all. It wouldn't even
Just
make
get
sense. I have no
Caleb to check it
lumps.
out. There you go.
Yeah. No, that's what I do.
Dude,
I'm like, hey,
I always end up checking when I'm close to my period and I'll always have like a little something and they're like, wait
Yeah.
until your period's over. But I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
because that shit gets weird on periods. It's like lumpy and massive, and
I don't get
I'm a
the
different
pain.
person.
I don't get the pain. I had
I don't either.
my one nip hurt so bad before my period this month, it woke me up.
Yeah,
What is that?
just like a sharp pain.
What is that?
What's that like with big boobs though? Because I just have like mosquito bites. I can't
got
imagine. Like, is it just
milkers.
more pain?
They just
Probably.
hurt. They're like big, heavy
Sore,
pillows
and
of
it's-
pain. And then you rub them and you're like, this will make it better. And it's like, not better.
Oh.
You don't have
No.
mosquito bites. You have you got good hands.
Good fistful.
I haven't handled Chris's boobs, but I've seen them in nice dresses.
I think you have.
Have I grabbed your boobs at some point?
Handled. Yeah, I think you have.
I'm trying to
I think there's a
remember.
reason you know it's a
I'm
handful.
trying to remember. Yeah, maybe it was in here. That's a thing though among women. We grab each other's boobs all the time. It's just a
Yeah,
thing.
it's fun. Yeah.
What's new in your world? What's going on?
Not much.
Ready for
I mean, a
Christmas?
lot, but not anything I can talk about, really.
Tell me after.
In terms of business stuff, like a lot of really cool business stuff is happening right now, but literally I cannot talk about any of it.
But manifest
it's really
good
exciting.
things.
Yeah. 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 A lot of really cool stuff there. Rupert's doing better. He just got back from the vet yesterday. Other than that, I decorated for Christmas. We have Christmas lights up this year, which I like. Super tacky Christmas. Love it.
Tacky Christmas is the best Christmas.
It is. I know. I'm so excited. I love Christmas so much. I even have freaking cups to take to work. Everything.
Take to work as if it's not on. I love it.
Well, I find that I always leave mugs here because our office is in a separate building.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, this is, I don't know. But sometimes I'll reuse these a lot too.
You're so smart to have a bathroom over there.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, I don't.
There's men that work here. I have my own. I'm the only girl that works here.
I have a ghost cookie jar I pee in if I'm not gonna be able to make it up the hill.
Yeah, that's fair. You
It's
could
gross.
just set up like a little outdoor.
It's
Shit
like
shack.
-20 here right now.
Yeah, I know, but you could still do it.
Could you imagine? Okay, tell me how this would work. Porta potty outside here. Could your lips freeze to the seat? You know,
If you're there long enough, maybe. And if it's wet,
I'm not.
if you poured water on it, I feel like you have to test it.
I
wouldn't.
you pee a little bit and then you you slip and you fall back on the toilet seat and then your lips are stuck.
Yeah, if it's cold enough, it would freeze pretty quick. Oh God, that's a nightmare. I don't want to think about that.
The video, though.
You should put an outhouse out there.
I really should. There's one out at the
Yeah,
Sugar
that'd be good.
Shack.
Yeah, you should just put an outhouse right in the back.
Oh my God, the spiders would crawl up my ass. I can't do it.
Oh,
I can't do it.
that's true. Yeah, a little Shrek outhouse.
I should just buy a porta potty.
Yeah, or you could just do that. That makes sense.
It can't be.
But then don't you have to get it serviced and stuff?
Maybe it's like a rental thing. Oh my God, how much is it to rent a porta potty?
Not much. I did it for my wedding at my house.
But that was a fancy one.
Oh, I got the trailer thing.
It was really
but I've
nice,
had to rent
dude.
them for construction people.
It was really nice. Okay, let's see how much it is to rent. $300 to $500 a month? No, thank you. I'll piss in my cookie jar. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or you could just walk over to your house.
No, but this is what I like. I get in a meeting and I'm holding it so bad and then I can't. And I know that getting up the hill is going to be what takes me out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Did you buy stuff for Christmas? You ready?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I have a couple people to buy for still, but pretty much. And then I always pick out all the different I pick out specific charities and then angel stuff, and I'll do all that stuff. I do that a little closer to Christmas though.
Yeah, this year I went private family. I've done angel trees and stuff before, but this time I kind of put out the feelers and I was like, I reached through to people. I'm like, hey, do you know anybody who? And I went ham on Amazon, but it was cool because I got to research. I'm like, oh, this kid needs a laptop, but I'm like, I'm not gonna buy them the shittiest laptop. I need to find them something decent, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, yeah, it's so fun spoiling. Or not even. It's not fun spoiling. It's fun. Well, spoiling my family who is done so much for me, but also just giving back is just. It's great, but year round is the way to do it for sure. But
no, it's
this
just
time
hard.
of year is just it's hard.
I want to
for
go to the
families.
grocery store and just pay for people's groceries because I've seen people do that.
I've done that before,
But it's I don't want to do it with my card. Do I just instead in line just hand them money because I don't want to do it with the card and make it all awkward.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's a weird one.
Wait for them and just slam it down.
Yeah, violence.
Yeah. Or they always have food bank stuff at most grocery stores too.
Yep.
I'll always go and get like a few grocery carts worth of stuff and just fill it up.
No,
I gotta do that.
good.
I gotta put that write that down so I don't forget.
Write down, Christina. That's
Write
awesome.
down.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but no, I'm pretty much all good for that. have you shopped?
I'm trying to
For
get
everybody?
it done. I'm trying to get it
Yeah.
done. There's always the bits and pieces at the end where I'm like, oh, that person, shit. Or
Yeah.
I like to curate. I like to curate gifts to match the person.
I know,
just
same.
snacks.
Dude, I plan Caleb specifically
Mhm.
way ahead of. I have his birthday gift ready
Wait.
and in the works for August.
What'd you get him?
I can't.
wait,
say.
yeah, you
I
can't
let
say.
it be on the internet.
Because he'll figure it out.
You wouldn't even know what it is.
I wouldn't. Okay. I appreciate your honesty.
It's really cool though, and his Christmas present's really cool too. I always get him stuff that I know that he would love, but it's so niche and weird, and
the
he would
doll.
never think to get it. Yeah, he would never think to get it for himself. Because if he thinks of something, he'll usually just get it for himself.
I was telling
But
him.
I also,
I can't.
tell him?
I can't not. I'm like, I need to know if this is
I
right.
don't.
I got him like this, like, because you know Adam's super cook. I bought him this like really fancy pan. Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, for when will this? No, I can't say. But I always get him something that he would never get for himself, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
And he likes a lot of, whether it's video games or movies, that kind of stuff. Something to do with that. And then I always get him something he can use because I always feel like I need to give him something he can use.
Yeah, I get that.
Like he's a guitar player. I've gotten him guitars and all that kind of stuff. But like, I'm like, what can he use that he hasn't gotten himself? That's always the hardest gift. But I found the perfect one this
You have to tell me on Snap because I want to know.
I will.
I'm curious.
I will. Yep. No, I love giving gifts.
I'm gonna be honest,
I love
Chris.
giving gifts.
I really have to go to the bathroom. We talked about peeing. Now I have to
Go.
Okay, I'm
Go.
Oh, the drama.
She's back. How you feeling?
So much better. I was running,
Okay,
and there's
good.
like this much snow. I fell coming down here earlier. It was so funny.
Oh my god.
But I keep forgetting. On the porch of my office, I have those golden poles with red velvet ropes.
Mhm.
They were from inside, and it was like a funny, but now they're frozen to the deck. So every time I want to come in here, I have to like go through a maze of velvet rope. It's a lot.
That's really funny.
It's my life. It's my life, but
That's
I feel
okay.
better.
That's good. I'm glad. And feel free to interrupt me if you just have to manically go poop. It's fine.
Dude, I was just clenching. I was like, go back up there. Go back up there. Do not come out. Oh.
I love how we have opposite problems. I'm just in a constant state of constipation.
Which I experienced.
Yeah.
Chris, how do you do that?
I don't know.
Like, you had to
It's
be
just my
miserable,
life.
right? Like, it's a miserable feeling.
Well, it's not like over 3 or 4 days. It's like a day or max like 2 days.
What do you
usually.
do? Is there anything you do to coax it out?
Drink more water. I need to drink more water.
Okay, just hydrate it.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Cool.
I try not to do too many like things.
kind of things.
Like taking like stuff to make it move.
I learned
don't
about the
think that's-
glycerin suppository.
What's that? What's that?
It's
do?
just glycerin suppository, and it just activates everything.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's me. I just dehydrate myself. That's pretty simple. Pretty simple and straight. If I know that I haven't drinking water, like today, I haven't drinking a sip of water yet.
You drink so much water now than when you're in Texas. You really weren't into water a while ago.
I've never been into water.
I don't get that. See, I love water, but like I know people who it's like straight up they just drink juice or Gatorade. Like they don't. What is it?
I don't drink juice or Gatorade or anything like that. I drink coffee. I do drink water. I have to force myself to drink water.
Yeah.
But yeah, I literally just drink coffee and like tea and stuff. But then you like go to the Europeans and like none of them drink water.
But their buttholes must not work well.
I mean, maybe they do. Maybe it's just me. I think it's like a thing too.
It's
'cause
your
my mom's like that
lineage.
too. Yeah, my constipation lineage. Talking too much about poop in this podcast.
We are. I'm sorry. Anything
Sorry.
to push to promote to talk about before Christmas, Christina? Sour boys. I'm gonna order some for Christmas presents.
I don't know. Yeah, we have new flavors out right now. We have 4 new flavors, and they're really good. We keep coming out with these pie flavors that are just sweet. They're not sour.
Okay.
And then we have our sour flavors as well. They're really good.
That's so incredible. No,
Yeah, that's really
I
good.
love it. At your wedding, you gave out sour boys, and I remember like Adam came and he brought me a pack, and he's like, we're allowed to choose like 2 or 3 things. He's like, gonna be honest, I've had 3 bags of these while I was here.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't just give out sour boys.
No,
by the way.
no.
It wasn't like a sponsored wedding.
You had
we
a
did like
spread.
little things of like local barbecue sauce and honey and all these like
Chocolate-covered
local things. And then we
almonds.
also had and chocolate covered almonds, and we also had the Star Wars because obviously
Your
people were
wedding,
asking for it too.
your wedding was an eating wedding. Like it was a wedding.
That's
that
all
you
I
came
wanted.
to eat.
I wanted music and eating.
It was a fantastic. The
And
little
that's what it was.
banana puddings.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those were good. Those were good. Yeah, I need another excuse to do that. I think because Caleb and I turned 30 around the same time, so I think we're gonna have a big 30 shindig.
Can I
Maybe
come
do like
down?
the same thing.
Can I come
Yeah.
down?
Absolutely.
Baby's turning 30, girl. You were like 24 when I met you.
I know.
What the heck? No, 23, 24?
I was 24.
24.
I was 24 because that's when I started doing all this stuff.
Chris, you were a baby.
So weird. I know. I still feel 24 though.
Well, you know what? I was thinking, like, Adam, he just turned 40, and I gave him a happy 24th birthday card.
Oh, you did?
And now he's 40.
That's
Like,
cute.
that's how long we've been together.
Yeah.
No, guys, I'm a couple years older than Chris, but just a few. I don't even care.
Hardly.
Now that I have a baby, I don't give a shit about my age. I'm like, sure. I
Right?
made it here. I don't care.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. Yeah.
No. I will always do it funny on my birthday, though, because nobody's called me out, but I always post my birthday cake, and I always have a 27 thing on my birthday cake because I've turned 27 since I turned 27.
A lot. Yeah.
But nobody calls me out, and every year they're like, oh, another year closer to 30.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I was very obscure this year. I was just like, another year closer to the grave or something. I don't know. But next year I'm going to do the 24 thing again,
Yeah.
I think.
Just do that. No
Because
one
I'm
needs to know.
turning 24 next year. I don't feel 30 though. I don't know what it is.
Me neither.
I
And
don't know when I'm going to feel old.
the tattoo artist,
Ugh.
he told me he was 47, and I couldn't believe him. He's like, I'm still 15 in my head. Me
Yeah.
too. My dad, he's in his mid 60s, and he's like, I am 25. In my head, I am 25.
Yeah, right? So it's just like, it's all mindset.
Yeah. I
It's
wouldn't.
all mindset.
Dude, think of 24-year-olds now. I don't want to even fucking talk to them.
No.
I like where we are.
No. Yeah, no, I'm a whole different person than when I was 24, that's for sure. Like I'm the same, but just like I've grown so much as a person. I've become
You don't
much
realize how
more
much more mature
of a
you've become.
stable person. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. I think I would slap 24-year-old me. It's like, you're an idiot.
You were doing good things.
You're a f***ing idiot.
You were doing good things.
Yeah. But I was also just an idiot at the same time.
But you
But
know what? If you could go
in
back,
like my own personal life.
would
not,
you do
like,
more dumb
business-wise.
shit though? Like if I could go back, I would do more dumb shit if I was young again. I would.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I didn't really have I never had like a party phase or anything like that. Or
No, I
Yeah,
did
it was
party
just my-
phase, hoe phase.
yeah. See, you were even crazier than me.
I was crazy. But you know what it was? I always had a boyfriend, but those moments between having a boyfriend or girlfriend, I was a lot. I have a lot of stories.
I know you do. She's got a lot of lore.
got lore. Oh, I talking about lore. You'll never guess who came to my house. So
Justin Bieber?
it wasn't Justin
Bitch.
Bieber. So I've like talked a little bit of shit over the years about the people we bought our house from.
Uh-huh.
Just that it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
So knock on
no.
the door.
Stop.
Didn't call, didn't anything, because they don't have our numbers or anything. Knock on
Uh-huh.
the door. We don't go to the door. Adam checks the cam, and he's like, they're at the door. And I'm like, who? And he's like, the people, I'm not going to say their names or anything. So we go to the door. They're like, hey, we just wanted to bring you a Christmas gift. But they live like hours away at this point.
Oh.
So we're like, oh, thanks. And they're like, can we see the house? So we invite them inside. And I'm just waiting, and I can tell because the woman of it, she's just,
You've changed it.
we really changed. And the one thing is I was like, oh, I love it. I'm not going to change anything because I didn't think I would right away. But I knew that it felt so weird as soon as they come in. So she comes in the kitchen, which was before white with black wall. She's like, green. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, that's the color of vomit. And I just knew that things were on. So we go through the house. Everything's different. Like we did the floors, we did the walls.
Yep.
She had something to say about every single thing.
Stop.
Every
What a-
single room that we went into, she's like, this wallpaper, because the wallpaper upstairs is
Yes.
like tropical.
It's
and
adorable.
She's like, you live in the country. Like, why would you do, like, it was bad. So then I think it's coming to a close, and they're like, by the way, can we stay? Like, can we stay overnight? Because it's a long, and it was snowing, because it's been snowing here lately.
Are you being serious right now? I don't believe you now with everything.
So I said, well, okay, we're in an awkward situation at this point. So I'm like, okay, you guys
Are you trying to trick me again?
No!
I see. Now I have trust issues.
No, they said that they'd stay in your room, which I even introduced the room as Chris's room.
Like, no, this is my...
So they go upstairs. They don't have any luggage with them or anything. We're like, okay.
Stop.
Good night. Good night. So we go to bed. They're like above our room, right? Because like that's kind of like in this spot. We hear shit. We hear them going
You're
around.
lying right now. They did not come over and stay the night.
They stayed. Not only did they stay the night, they were having the loudest.
What are you saying to
intimate-
me right
they
now?
were having-
Are you serious right now?
I am serious. They started having the loudest marital nuptials above our bedroom.
How old are they?
Late 60s, I'd say. 60s.
I mean, work, whatever.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense in my head. Why the hell would they stay the night?
They just asked, they couldn't. I felt so I couldn't say no. So they're having the loudest whatever, goes dead silent. We hear them come down the stairs, which isn't the spiral run. They come down the actual stairs. Adam's like, I'm just going to peek because we can hear them. They're not talking, but they're walking around outside. Adam cracks the door. They are in the kitchen, naked, getting water.
No, they're
fridge.
not.
They are. So I'm like,
No, they're
they
not.
can't be naked in my house. We're watching them on the cameras. And they're just walking around, looking out the windows, sitting on the fucking couch.
No,
naked.
you're lying. You're lying. I don't believe you.
And then I woke up.
I don't believe you.
And then I woke up.
You're an evil. And we can't. And I'm not doing that to them again. I'm not putting that in the thumbnail again. Don't worry. I won't trick you guys again like that. She was like, we have to use the Justin Bieber thing in the thumbnail. I was like, yeah, that'd be kind of funny. Yeah, there's just no way. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it didn't happen.
Make it make sense.
I dreamt it.
Did you actually dream that?
I dreamt it. Yeah, I dreamt it. I dreamt that. Well, I dreamt that they
crazy.
came over naked as well. So that's how I knew it was a dream when I was
like,
dreaming
there's
it.
no, like, people just aren't like that. They don't come in and be like, oh, that looks like vomit.
I don't know.
And
this
also,
woman
you
might-
snap me everything. You would snap me that. You would voice
Okay,
message
so now I know to set these up, I need to snap you about them first and ease you into the illusion. I said it too because who was I talking to? Adam about. I'm like, I need to do one of these every show and see if I can get her.
have like a few actual stories and then lead
Yes,
into that
yes.
one. You're gonna give me such. You already have given me such bad trust issues now.
The people who we did buy our house from, they're cool. They were a little weird though. It was a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. You had me in the first quarter.
What was
the
it?
first quarter?
It was the throw.
It was her saying that your cupboards look like vomit. I was like, there's no way.
No.
There's no way. That's like not a human thing to do. I mean, it is. Like, there's people, but there's just no reason.
No.
There's just no reason. I'd understand if they were like, can we see the house? Because I've done that before.
Yeah, me too.
I've gone to like an old house and been like, can I see what it looks like?
Yep. It doesn't always seem so small.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very small. It always felt so much bigger as like a kid and stuff.
I want to buy my old
So
house so
weird.
bad. Eventually,
Yeah.
the situation will align and I will buy my childhood house and I will turn it into a haunted thing.
Yeah.
That place is I literally
Yeah.
went to the people who own it and put it in their mailbox and offered them a reasonable sum of money to let me do an investigation there. And they didn't even write me back, which I understand.
Yeah.
I'll just buy it one day if I
Yeah.
can afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be so funny. Can you imagine?
Fuck
Chris,
you.
this is my old bedroom. And I would get it. I would
That would be
completely redo it to look just like when I lived
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're going to tell me you never actually lived there. You're going to be like, just kidding.
I'm sorry.
I need to Uno reverse this on you.
Please do it to me.
But I won't tell you. It won't be the next one. And
Okay.
it won't be the next
Maybe
one.
when I forget.
Might be the next one after that. Yeah. I'll spring it on you. And you're going to believe it. And I'm going to not even tell you if it is or not until like 10 more episodes done.
Are you serious?
No, I can't do that. I can't do that. No, but I do have we could do some Reddit stuff.
I would
if you
love
want.
that.
So this is, am I the asshole for not letting my roommate's boyfriend shower at our place anymore?
I'm not ready. Is this going to be gross?
I haven't read this. All right, this was 13 hours ago. So I, 21 female, live in a 2-bedroom flat with my roommate, 22 female. We've lived together for a little over a year and mostly things have been fine. We split rent and and bills evenly, and we're friendly, though not super close. We respect each other's space, and it's been good up until recently. About 6 months ago, she started dating this guy, 24 male. He was around once or twice a week at first, but now he's here constantly. Literally sleeps over 5 to 6 nights a week, sometimes full weeks in a row. He's not on the lease, doesn't pay rent, doesn't bring shopping. Doesn't help with anything at all. Nothing. I've never said much because I get it, it's her boyfriend, and I didn't want to start drama. But what's been bothering me lately is the showering thing. He showers all the time, like twice a day minimum, sometimes more, and every single time he uses my stuff. Oh, my shampoo, conditioner, face wash, razor, deodorant. Yes, I noticed.
No.
I didn't even say anything the first few times because I thought maybe she let him borrow something once, but this is just ongoing now. I've moved all of my things into my room and carried them back and forth like I'm in a camp or something. Oh my God, that's so dumb. I brought it up to my roommate a while ago, and she just went, he probably didn't realize and didn't do anything about it. Oh, that's fucking weird. Last week, I finally said something more direct and told her I wasn't comfortable with him showering here constantly, especially since he doesn't live here, doesn't contribute anything, and uses my stuff. I told her I'd feel different if he had at least bought his own stuff and chipped in somehow. She got super annoyed and said he doesn't have any money right now, so it's not like he can buy his own things.
Can't go to the dollar store?
24 years old, and that I was being cold and controlling. She told me I was overreacting and that it's just hygiene. I snapped and said it's not about hygiene, it's about boundaries and respect. For what it's worth, I wouldn't have even minded grabbing him some basics if she just asked, but she didn't, and neither did he. They just assumed I'd be fine with it, and honestly, I don't even really like him. He's not awful, just kind of moochy and not self-aware at all. Well, we know that. So maybe I'm being harsh because I already find him annoying. Now my roommate's barely speaking to me, and told one of our mutual friends that I'm being weirdly territorial and passive-aggressive over a guy taking a quick shower. I don't know. Part of me feels bad because he is broke and maybe I'm being too harsh, but I also feel like I'm being walked over in my own house. I need some unbiased advice. That guy.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel like that in your own house.
And her.
Why 2 showers a day? Like, it's not your house.
What? That's minimum. He's having like 3 to 4 probably.
But he has a house. He goes home every once in a while.
Yeah, he goes somewhere. I'm assuming it's to like his parents' house or something. Very strange.
Yeah.
Very strange. Maybe he's like into it. Maybe he's into using like other women's stuff.
Fetish
Maybe
alert.
It goes that deep. Maybe it goes that deep. That is really odd. I don't understand that. And I don't like the roommate because she's not being like, hey, can you not use her stuff? Like, at least use the girlfriend's stuff.
Yeah, why yours? What is this with your stuff?
Yeah, that's very weird. And yeah, I just don't know. And like paying rent and all that kind of stuff is a whole other thing. Like technically he's not like, he's a boyfriend. I don't know. That's hard. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
If he starts living there,
but
then I get that.
Contribute.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
clean.
Yeah.
If you can't afford stuff, clean.
Yeah.
Vacuum.
And don't use stuff that's not yours. Like, I think that's very fair, but that's not the case. That's so odd. But we do have an update. It is the same day, 4 hours later.
Okay.
So this was like 9 hours ago. Oh, so I ended up having another conversation with my roommate after she got home, mostly because I couldn't keep walking around like everything's fine when it's really not. And the comments I read from my previous post helped me come to that conclusion. I told her as calmly as I could that this situation is seriously getting to me. I get it that she's in love, but I'm not just some side character in her life who has to deal with the boyfriend constantly being in our home. I told her flat out that it's been months now and him basically living here. Okay, then that's fair if he's basically living there, eating, showering, lounging around, sleeping over 5 to 6 nights a week, and it's crossing the line. She just kind of blinked at me and said I was being heartless. Literally said those exact words, saying I had no compassion for her relationship with him or the fact that he had barely any money and needed somewhere to stay most days and needed food, etc. She accused me of being dramatic and of caring more about shampoo than a person who means the world to her, and I just snapped. I told her this is not about shampoo. It's about the fact that her boyfriend, who doesn't pay rent, doesn't contribute to the bills, and isn't even on the lease, has been using all of my personal stuff for months without asking. Like, literally never asked, not once, and neither did she. He's just started helping himself to my shampoo, my conditioner, yada, 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 yada. Okay, all the same stuff. And the worst part is he barely even talks to me. The man's been living in my space for months, and I swear we've had maybe 2 conversations ever. Oh, that's weird too.
That's so weird.
Half the time he doesn't even say hi when he walks in the door and just walks straight past me like I'm invisible.
Ew.
And hops in the shower with my products like it's no big deal. I'm just reading ahead because this is really long. They just silently decided it was okay for him to mooch off of me and my stuff and my space without so much as a conversation. Like, I don't get a say in all of this. She just got super defensive, like arms crossed and full of attitude, and said something like, well, he's my boyfriend and I'm allowed to have him over. It's my home too. And I said, yeah, you are allowed to have him over, but let's not pretend like he's just here sometimes. He's always here. I've been so patient. I've tried to be understanding. I've given them the benefit of the doubt over and over again. But at this point, I feel completely disrespected and walked over in my home.
Mm-hmm.
I've realized I'm not overreacting. I'm reacting to months of not being heard and being treated like I don't matter. I'm calling our landlord tomorrow. I'm going to explain that this guy has effectively moved in. This is what I was going to say you should do. He's been staying here for weeks on end, using the amenities, taking up space, and not paying a single penny toward the rent for bills. And if he's going to keep staying here, he needs to start paying his share.
Amen.
Dang.
Yay.
And there's another update.
Oh my God. This is a big day for them over there.
This is the next day. This is today. Okay. She literally just posted this. So like I said, I would. This morning I spoke to my landlord. I was so anxious before calling because I didn't want it to feel like I was tattling or trying to blow things up, but I also knew I couldn't ignore it any longer. He picked up quickly and was actually really calm and professional about everything. I explained the situation as clearly and as fairly as I could and told him that my roommate's boyfriend has been staying here for 5 to 6 nights a week, yada, 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 using everything, yada, yada, yada. The landlord paused for a moment and then told me that it wasn't okay. Haha. He told me that technically under the lease, guests are allowed for short stays like the occasional overnight or weekend, but then said that's different from someone else effectively living in the flat, and that if someone is staying over more than a couple nights a week or constant basis, that counts as an unofficial tenant. He said that if my roommate wants him to be there full time, he needs to be added to the lease and start contributing to rent and bills immediately. Otherwise, he said boyfriend will have to seriously cut back on how often he's staying over, yada, yada, yada. He said she could face consequences, including a possible eviction if this continues without resolution. That honestly shook me a little, but also validated that I'm not overreacting. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now on to the more awkward part. Oh my God. This keeps going. Sorry. At least there's conclusions.
I like the drama.
Yeah. A few hours ago at around 5 p.m., her boyfriend showed up again, and he came in and walked past me like usual. I stopped him and said I needed to talk to him. He looked caught off guard and kind of gave me that fake confused about what expression, but I stood firm and said I just needed to clear the air. I told him I'd noticed he'd been staying here constantly, using everything, yeah. He didn't yell or anything, but his tone immediately turned snappy and kind of guilt-trippy. He said something like that he was sorry if he didn't have somewhere else to go right now, and that he was in a deep place. He then said that he wasn't trying to make my life hard and that he was just trying to survive. You don't have to have 3 showers to survive. You don't need to use someone else's stuff to survive. I'm not buying the pity party thing.
No.
Like I'm here. I'm all for helping someone.
Feel bad, but
in
also
a hard time. But you need to be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't like glaze over the disrespect, the blatant disrespect. Then he launched into this whole monologue about how he's unemployed, struggling with his mental health, and his family has cut him off. He can barely afford food, let alone shampoo. And how my attitude is just another example of people turning their backs on someone who's already at the rock bottom. Yeah, he's got a major victim complex.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. It's still, you can still be respectful and not have all of those things.
Why doesn't he have a job?
I don't know. Like, sure, you have mental health problems. I understand that. Like, it's hard to get out there and do stuff, but it's just respect. It's like the basic of basic things. Mm-hmm. I stayed calm and told him that I wasn't trying to kick him whilst he's down, and that if he had just asked me, I probably would have said yes and might have even bought him some of the basics, but he didn't ask, and he just started helping himself like it was owed to him. He didn't really have a response to that. Yeah, I bet not. Others other than shrugging and muttering that he didn't think it was a big deal and that my roommate told him it was fine. I said it was a big deal to me. This is my home too, and he's been treating it like a free house that he's allowed to live in, and that's not sustainable anymore. I told him that my landlord is going to get involved now, and things will have to change. Either he gets added to the lease, yada, yada, yada. He got quiet after that, gave me some annoyed half apology, and went into her room. Honestly, I think he was more embarrassed than anything, I bet. But I'm not backing down now because I've done my part and I've been patient. Yep. No word from roommate yet. Oh my God, there's more updates. What? I've officially locked my shower stuff away and the snacks that I previously bought, which were my snacks I bought with my own money. My God, there's another update.
So petty. I love it.
2 hours ago. This is crazy. Oh my God. My roommate came home about an hour ago, just before 12 p.m. And it's obvious from the second she walked in through the door that she was furious. She slammed the front door shut, slammed her keys a little too hard on the side table, and threw her bag down. I was in the living room at the time, and the energy shift was instant. I waited a moment. They came out from the living room and said hello and asked gently as if I could, or is it, if everything's okay. She didn't answer right away and just stood there with her jaw clenched before blurting out that she couldn't believe I actually called our landlord, and then asked me why I was being so dramatic. I stayed calm and said that I had already told her all the reasons. She gave this bitter laugh and said something along the lines of, now thanks to that, our landlord told me in no uncertain terms that boyfriend's name is not allowed to stay more than 2 nights a week anymore unless he starts paying rent. She's absolutely livid. She asked me if I understood what that meant, and then said he literally has nowhere else to go right now, and he's been staying here because he doesn't have a home, not because they were trying to take advantage of me or something. She kept telling me he was struggling, yada 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 yada.
Why hasn't girlfriend bought him some freaking stuff? Like, you can go to the dollar store. Like, there's stuff at the dollar store.
There's ways. Yeah. I took a deep breath, said it was not about the shampoo. It was about how he's been here constantly. Stuff we've already heard. Mm-hmm. She told me he was her boyfriend, and of course she would want him here, that he's going through so much, yada, 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 yada. All the stuff we already heard, his family cut him off. Apparently he called her after I confronted him earlier and told her he's going to stay at a friend's place. Oh, so there is a place he can stay. And take advantage of somebody else. Then he said this was just another example of people not giving a f*** about him. Victim mentality, yada, 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 yada. I could feel the guilt tripping in every word, but honestly, I've reached the point where I'm done letting it work on me. I said, sorry, he's going through a rough time, yada, yada, yada. She went quiet, still clearly annoyed, but with nothing left to say that wouldn't sound like more of the same. I'm not happy. I didn't want it to come to this, but I'm also not sorry. I've been way more patient than I should have been, and I tried to handle this like an adult. I don't think her boyfriend feeling unwelcome is because I'm cruel. It's because they both acted like the rules don't apply to them. Another update. Oh my God.
What is it, 5 minutes ago?
Literally, my roommate, her boyfriend, yes, he was over. He had to collect some of his things, had a huge argument. I wasn't eavesdropping, but it was loud enough that I couldn't not hear what was going on through the walls. He was accusing her of being a bad girlfriend for not staying. This guy.
Bye.
Just get him out of your life. This girl needs to get him out of her life. He went full guilt trip, saying he betrayed her, all this kind of bullshit, whatever. She was crying and trying to explain, but he kept cutting her off, and then suddenly, boom, slammed the door and stormed out. I think this all happened for a reason. I think she needs to get away from him. The girlfriend, the roommate needs to get away from him. I thought that was probably the end of the drama for the night. I genuinely felt bad for her in that moment. But then at 2 a.m. this morning, she came stumbling in, tipsy, and immediately started shouting at me. She slurred something about me being jealous and mad and yada, yada, yada. And then she called me bitter and pathetic.
Jealous of what?
I don't know. This morning I woke up to find her sitting at the kitchen table looking rough. She was hungover, very low. She mumbled something about how she doesn't know what to think and said she thinks that her boyfriend is only with her for the money. No fucking shit.
No way.
Oh my God. This is crazy. Genuinely felt bad for her. Oh my gosh. But then she looked me dead in the eye and said, "This is your fault." I said, "Excuse me." Oh my gosh. She said, "You've blown everything out of proportion." Oh my God. This is crazy. Our lease is up for renewal August 1st. Our landlord emailed us both yesterday with a standard renewal reminder and asked us to let him know by July 1st if we're planning to stay. Okay, so this post was a long time ago, and we've just this is the newest update. It wasn't,
Okay.
so the newest update was 13 hours ago, I guess.
Okay.
So this just keeps going and going and going. It keeps, there, dude, I did not realize how many updates there are.
What's
There's
the last one?
Life is so much better now. I have moved to the flat upstairs with my friend back in July, and it has been nothing short of amazing. It is really such a breath of fresh air. We actually talk things through, respect each other's space, split the bills on time, and most importantly, clean up after ourselves. We set boundaries right from day one, and we have fully stuck to them and not argued once about anything. Yeah.
Good.
Oh my God. The guy got arrested. He got arrested
for stealing
Many others were
shampoo.
caught doing a lot of snow supply, like little.
There's where his money went.
Oh my God. As for my old roommate, okay, so this is the new one was so old roommate. She's moved out of the area completely. I don't know where exactly. I haven't asked, and she left. She blocked me on Instagram, and yeah, she's a total bitch. Okay. Crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. And all the comments agree with us. It's just like, who is this guy?
Who is
Sorry,
this
that was
guy?
a roller coaster ride. I didn't realize it was going to be so long.
That's hilarious, though. That's a good one.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that's
so
wild.
Screw
All
that
right.
guy. Glad that all worked out. And
Yeah,
things have
what
a
the
funny
hell?
way of working themselves out.
Exactly.
They do.
All right. You have yours?
I do. Okay. Am I the a-hole? I'm 21 years old and I've been with my husband for 3 years. I got pregnant at 18 and wanted an abortion, but my mother wouldn't allow it. Because of that, I struggled to bond with my first child. I tried to do everything I could after she was born, faking it for family and hoping real feelings would eventually come, but they never did. When my first baby was around 6 months old, I got pregnant again right after, when I was supposed to get my tubes tied. My husband begged me to keep the pregnancy, so I did. When my second baby was born, I immediately felt different. All the feelings I didn't have with my first showed up instantly with my second. It made things with my older child even harder. I had terrible postpartum depression with my first, and medication never helped. After having my second, I was overwhelmed. I cried to the nurse because I didn't want to go home. She asked which baby I meant, and I explained I had a toddler at home that I didn't want to return to. She told me it might get better and that it could be normal. Months went by and everything got worse. I started having constant violent thoughts and genuinely started hating being around my first child. I avoided her as much as possible because I was terrified I would hurt her. I finally told my doctor, and he just kept increasing my antidepressants even though nothing worked. He eventually called CPS. They were only concerned about my first child, not my second. CPS pushed me aggressively towards different medications and even suggested my husband might be abusive, which wasn't true. They kept coming back. Things got more stressful, and my feelings towards my first daughter got even worse. Eventually, I told CPS I wanted her to go live with my mother. They told me they were planning to remove her anyway, so I made sure she went to someone familiar. My mom later told me that she felt the same way about me when I was young, and that she always felt that my first daughter was more like her child than mine. So she understood my feelings. For months after my daughter's second birthday, I had been considering adoption. Even my mother-in-law said that I couldn't do that only because she didn't want the child living with her. No matter how much I begged for, nothing worked. Eventually, we signed the papers, and my mother took custody, and I started doing much better emotionally. But now I'm struggling with another issue. I honestly wish that she had gone to foster care instead, because I don't want contact. I don't want her to know I'm her mom. I don't want any lifelong attachment. I feel like she isn't a part of me at all. I hate saying this, but I've grown to resent her. I hold my other baby constantly and don't want my two children to know about each other, touch each other, or even speak to each other. I just want a simple life with the child I'm bonded to. I wish I could explain this in a way that didn't make me sound so cruel, but I tried for 2 years. I really did. I was on the verge of life canceling over it. I just want those ties cut so I can move on. I try to get through family events, but seeing her brings the feelings back and I can't handle it.
That's heavy. That's really, really heavy.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that's like, really viscerally mad at her, but also there's another part that's like, that's very honest of her. And I feel like there are, well, probably a decent amount of people out there that feel that like disconnection.
I had the same kind of reaction as you, and I saved some comments because I actually found this on a Reddit and my A-hole Facebook page. So this person said, "You're not the a-hole, and I'm not going to sit here and argue with strangers on why. This happens more than people realize, hence many abuse, neglect, and murders that we see parents committing. But you did the right thing by having your mother take her. You can work out the details of a sibling relationship without letting know they're siblings. They're too young to realize." So there was that. But then there's other people, you know, there were some interesting ones. Like this one said, "Look, I gave up my third child for adoption, but not because I hated her. I couldn't imagine hating one child and not all of them. You're built different. I'm sorry that you feel that way, but just because she's with your mother doesn't mean she has to know that you're her birth mom," which is interesting. And then someone else said, "This is probably the saddest thing I've ever read. I understand postpartum depression and anxiety. I had it severely after my kids, especially my firstborn, but this is beyond that. This is actually really messed up. I hope you're in therapy. At least you made the right decision giving her to your mother because that child deserves so much better. I'm genuinely curious, what makes you resent her so much? Is it the fact your mom wouldn't let you get rid of her?" Like people are just really genuinely like, you know, wondering your feelings. And then there's the opposite. This person said, "I think you should leave child number 2 with your mother as well, and you can go live your simple, quiet life far away from them both, and don't ever come back. Being 100% serious, take yourself out of the equation, and poof, no more uncomfortable family events. I think both kids would do far better having each other in their lives than having you."
It's weird because I feel all the same emotions that I just read. Like I'm like, yeah, it's probably like I know plenty of moms that were not connected to their kid. I mean, you being one of them, like immediately.
Yeah,
you know, like
I was just terrified. I was so scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrified or whatever, or even resentment. I know people that have kind of like resented their kid, especially like the first kid, and then they have a second kid, and then they resent the first kid because they're just annoying, and you have this newborn, and they're just like, God, I just want them to go away. But never to the point where it's like, I don't even want them to know me. Like that's just, it feels, that's a lot. And it, you know, and it's not fair for her to have had that kid because her mom made her have that kid. Like that wasn't fair to her, and it's not fair to the unborn kid. But now that the kid's born and taking it out on that kid, that's rough.
Yeah, see, it's weird because your first child, like with Remy, like your life goes, boom.
Yeah.
Whoa. Everything changes.
Sure.
And I never, like again, I never resented. I was so happy. I always wanted him, but I was terrified and I didn't know if I was capable. But like, I could never imagine, like for her, you know, teenager, wasn't allowed to get rid of them. That must switch something in your brain.
Totally.
Yeah. My mom was so cool because, well, first they used to drive me by this old house and they'd say, if you get pregnant as a teenager, you're going to go live in that unwed mother's house. Yeah. But when I actually had a scare at 16, my mom was awesome. So was my dad. They're like, whatever you decide, this is your decision. Whatever, we will help you no matter what it is. And I felt so thankful to them. Of course, they scared me, but I think, you know, as a parent, you got to let your kid make their own choices. It's not your business.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate beginnings, but I don't like completely disagree with the people that are saying like maybe you should just be childless.
Well, maybe that'll change her perspective.
Yeah, I don't know. Because, I mean, I believe her, to be honest. I feel like she's being very honest.
Yeah.
Because she's just online. And I believe her that she loves her second kid and everything.
Yeah.
So I'd hope that she's treating that kid how he or she should be treated. So maybe she shouldn't be childless. Maybe that is aggressive. But the way she's talking about the first kid is like, oh, I couldn't imagine you having kids the way you're talking about the
like
child,
how is that child been treated?
Child.
Like imagine what that kid's gone through because of their
mom. And you know it's hard for me because I don't have kids, so I'd be curious to know the people that have kids. Sound off in the comments. Let us know. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I have my initial reactions, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I understand it. Like I understand it, and it's I don't know, it's tough. It's tough. You almost just need to like meet the person to really know.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
It's one thing if you have like an evil kid. It's like,
well, CPS
dangerous.
Saying they were planning on taking her anyways. Like it must have been pretty bad because I know at least around here it's hard for CPS to remove kids for anything, right? So
yeah, I mean then they were worried about the kid because she was having violent thought. Like, that's scary.
Yeah.
But like somebody said in those comments, like, yeah, if you're having those thoughts, or it's not uncommon for sure. I don't think it's like extremely common to want to cut your kid out of your life completely and never see them again. I don't think that's
they shouldn't be
very
punished.
common.
They shouldn't be punished.
Yeah, but I think it is a thing that I think mums probably do go through.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just regret. And it all started with her mom, the grandmother, like making the wrong decision. Like, another person shouldn't be able to choose what you do with your body.
No.
And that just spiraled for her. And that's so unfortunate.
Really unfortunate.
That is so unfortunate. Yeah, that's really sad. It's really sad. Yeah, I don't know. I feel all sorts of things about that, but I'm curious what the comments will say about that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh!
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, you're the mom. You can say more than me.
No, I just, I've never had a place of respect. Like, I can't picture not wanting him. So I have a hard time with that, but I've also heard so many stories from people that have wrote me over the years and the stuff I've gone through. And the way once you're a mom, especially like after that first couple weeks where you're not terrified and you start feeling this like insane bond, like I couldn't go like 24 hours without looking at him. I couldn't, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't imagine, like, I just want him to have everything. I'm afraid if I turn too quick and he like goes like this, I'm like, I couldn't imagine wanting to hurt him.
Yeah. 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 There's also this girl on TikTok who reads from a Reddit forum called Regretful Parents or something like that. And I've heard some pretty deep stuff like that. Like, mostly parents that are like, I regret having kids. Like, I didn't want kids and all this kind of stuff. So I could see her being in that category, and like people on that Reddit forum really being able to understand where she's coming from, even though it is an extreme. Like,
I'm proud of her for talking about it. I'm proud of her for getting help.
I am too.
I'm not mad at her. I think that she's doing, neither. I think the things that she wants are not logical, but I think that she's done everything she can to protect that child as well, so that maternal instinct is still there. So I'm not one of those people that's like, screw you, you shouldn't be in their lives. I think in 5 years she'll be talking a different story. I think she's overwhelmed.
Yeah, I think so. No, I think she did do the absolute best thing for that child, because that child should not be in her life, because she is a danger to that child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She knows that, and that's, responsible and very honest of her.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I'm not shaming her. I think that is definitely
a part of me wants to shame her.
Sure, yeah, the human part where it's just like, why the like, who are you that you feel like that? But then also the mind is a really interesting thing.
Yep.
And hormones are also a really interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what that's like to have a second kid too. I get a glimpse into it because my sister, she has 2 kids. And, she says these passive things like, oh, he's so annoying. Like her first. Yes, he's a toddler yelling and screaming at her while she's trying to feed and put him to sleep.
Yep.
Naturally, she's going to be annoyed by him. And that's just like a common thing. But she would die for them though, you know? So that's the part where I'm just like, I don't know what that feeling is very foreign to me. So I can't really speak on it, I feel like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amen.
Interesting.
Amen.
Interesting. We're over an hour now.
We're at story time, babies.
We're at story time. So let's do story time.
Story time.
On that note.
Yeah. Wait, who's gonna start?
I don't know. I think last time I feel like we did like a 2-sentence one or a sentence one or whatever. So we have to do a longer one this time.
Yep.
I'll start. Okay. Sally was having a pleasant morning when she heard a knock on her door.
She pitter-pattered down and peeked through. She pitter-pattered down the hall and she peeked right through the hole of the door, and she saw someone familiar.
She'd only seen this person once or twice in her life in the past 5 years, but she couldn't quite place them, so she opened the door. It was a man, and he said,
"May I use your washroom? I need to go so urgently."
So Sally said yes. She didn't see him as threatening. He was a relatively smaller man, about 5'6", pretty spindly, big glasses. So she said, yeah, go ahead. My washroom is right around the corner.
He scurried down the hallway with a little mouse, and she heard the door close, and then she heard the click of the lock.
But it was a sound after the lock that concerned her, because it wasn't regular bathroom sounds that you would hear. It was a thud.
She knocked on the door and asked if he was okay, but instead of a voice, she heard a scratching noise.
So she knocked a little harder and said a little louder, "Are you okay in there?" But still, nothing, and just those scurrying sounds. And then, nothing.
She didn't know what to do, so she used a bobby pin and tried the lock. Nothing. So she got down onto the floor and peeked under the door.
And what she saw frightened her, because she didn't see him anywhere. She didn't see his feet on the ground. She didn't see him on the ground. All she saw was her bathroom floor.
Her eyes scanned around looking for anything, and the only thing she noticed out of place was his glasses.
So she tried the lock again with her bobby pin, and click, it actually came open. So she opened the door, and what she saw made her skin crawl.
Right across the wall from the door was a giant hole. Somehow he had dug through the wall and down at a hard angle.
Oh, yeah. So, not knowing what else to do, she called the cops. And they came in about 3 minutes and looked at the hole. And they looked through the house, and they couldn't find anything.
The last thing there was to do was send an officer in to the hole.
But the officer could only go so far because it was too small. Only a very small child could fit through these holes. So, not being able to find anything, not being able to get into the walls, they said, "I'm sorry, but there's nothing else we can do." So, Sally went to bed that night, scared.
And around 3 a.m., she heard a knock at the front door. So she scurried down the hall and reached up and looked through the peephole.
And what she saw made her heart drop. Because again, it was the man, but this time without his glasses. And he was holding and he was naked.
She peeked harder and saw that he was covered in dirt. She opened up the door and said, "What the heck is going on?"
And he said, "I'm the previous owner of this house. I just wanted to check out the property. and the inside of your walls are looking good."
And by the way, can I have my glasses?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got lost in there. I couldn't see shit. Can I have my glasses back?
The end.
Good enough. Good enough.
Good enough. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Bye, guys.
Bye.